Okay, we're about there, Meg. Okay, Meg, the camera is rolling. We are back. We're back for another episode of The Real Life.
Yep.
I feel like, we've been in this for 11, 12 weeks or so, and here we are back for another week. The consistency is really important to me, and thank you for continuing to show up.
Yeah.
You've got a busy schedule. I've got a busy schedule.
Yeah.
Everyone just sees it at 7 p.m. on Sunday nights, but we know the adjustments that we're making to record this. And as I talk, Meg's phone's going off. Well, yes, we have a lot going on, but thank you for staying committed and us having to adjust on the fly of what we're doing. So I just want to take a moment and, there's lots of things that we can talk about today, but I always think for the people in your life that really are making accommodations for you and really going out of their way for you, just to show them some gratitude and be able to express your thanks to them. I don't know that I think about that all the time, and I definitely appreciate that, Meg. So thank you at the very beginning, Meg. This show, it's about the real life. It's about our lives. It's about everyone's life. It's about the struggles of life, the good, the bad, the ugly. It's about the great things in life. It's about being real, taking out all the concerns about what's someone gonna think. Do I really want to share my struggles, and just being open and honest and vulnerable, and just sharing life together. So today we're going to talk about this last week and the things that went on in our lives, and the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I know last time we did the rock, scissors, paper, and I lost, which means I had to go first.
You had to go first.
So repayment is that you get to go first. Yeah, today. Struggle. What's something that's been difficult, challenging? You're the queen of reframes.
Yeah.
What's happening in Meg's life this week?
I feel like last week I talked about sitting with my own hard emotions.
That's right.
And I feel like this week kind of tangentially was sitting and tolerating other people's emotions, kind of in the same category, anger, sadness, and not trying to fix it or make it my responsibility, which is like becoming a therapist 101, right? Like, we know that's not our job in the therapist seat or in life. I feel like it came up everywhere, like in parenting. I'm trying to think of a specific example. I've pushed my kids a lot lately to take on more responsibility. And I am the mom where it's like, I love you and want you to love me, so I'm just going to do everything for you. Which, once again, I know that's not what I should be doing, right? And so even little adjustments like that, I'm like, I just have to tolerate their discomfort with these changes, and I can't just fix it. And that's hard. Yeah. It's just as uncomfortable.
I mean, the way that I think about this, if it's not our own life, we're in this to help support and guide people to their own decisions and choices in life. And if we do it for them, then we make it about us. The struggle with that is maybe the person doesn't really approve of whatever our perspective is. And if they go along with it, then, it's basically they don't take accountability. And so then the next time that this comes up, then they probably are going to struggle with doing it because they haven't learned to do it. So, it's really hard not to overstep those boundaries. I talk with parents a lot, and I'm sure you do, about just knowing what is within your control and knowing what's yours and not yours. And boy, we talk a lot in therapy with parents about not saving their kids from disappointment, anger, frustration, whatever it might be.
Yep.
Anxiety.
Like I have to remind myself, when I do that, I'm robbing my kids or whoever the opportunity to build resilience, to feel empowered, to build their self-confidence. And those are all things I want for people that I care about. So,
well, good job, Meg. Give yourself a grade on how well you think you did with just staying in your seat and in yourself and just being a sounding board. And
yeah.
Well, how do you think you did with this week on it?
I think it depends on the area of my life. I think I get an A with clients. I don't know that I think I would give myself more like probably a low B in personal relationships.
Well, you're being aware. You're being aware and you're being mindful of it.
Yeah.
For me, this week, because both personally and professionally, I have basically been pushed to both sides of the calendar, the time clock, waking up really early and then going to bed really late. And then in between there's been no fun this week, Meg. There has been no fun this week because I professionally, we've basically, it's the hiring season, so I'm in the process of just reviewing applications and resumes and that. We are still continuing to grow Midwest Anxiety and develop programs and things, and we're in the middle of finalizing something really big, and so we got that. And then on top of that, we've got clients, a full day of clients and all that, and so I've been pushed professionally and personally just with some things that I'm doing that basically keep me out till 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. And the thing is, Meg, that what I've really learned more about this week is that not only mentally do you have to stay sharp and focused, but physically, right? I don't know that I've talked some with clients about this and myself, but like physically our bodies, when we are doing things that it's like a machine, like we're having to make sure that it's fed and that we sleep well, and and I forget about that part of it. I forget that when you push the gas pedal, you want your body to go. You want you want to go all day. Your schedule says you got to go from 9 a.m. till 10 o'clock, but your body is maybe saying something different. And I've really it's helped me put that in perspective this week. I haven't always been good about been going so much, so not great at nutrition, because it's hard when you're going and you're it's hard to put in that nutrition and calories. But I've been mindful of it and drinking water and all that stuff. So
that's good.
Our bodies, we need to value our bodies and make sure that we're staying hydrated, of course, with coffee and everything else.
And I feel like listen to the signals our body is sending us,
Yeah.
when we need to slow down or pay attention.
Yeah.
Like for water or food or whatever.
Yeah. So this week I've intentionally not gone to the gym because, and I know it's weird because you think, oh, wait a second, Randy, going to the gym, it's healthy. You're supposed to get the exercise and everything else. But I'm being mindful that, well, yes, that is ideal, but I'm also pushing my body even like more this week. So then going on the gym on top of it is just too much. And I would have in the past really beat myself up of like, you could do work and you can go to the gym, but no, you just have to be mindful.
That's great.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, every day, every week is different. I hope that, spring break, we talk about you work hard and you play, or you work hard and then you play hard.
Yeah.
And so I've given myself an opportunity to relax and to enjoy life a little bit. Okay, Meg, give us something good. What's something in your life that you've enjoyed? Something fun. Meg, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good, Meg.
No, that's just my thinking sound. I think I've actually appreciated just the regularity of rhythms this week. I think like you just said, breaks are good. So like spring break was necessary and good, but I think there's something to be said about then re-entering the flow and the expectations of the week. I feel like sometimes when I'm dragging a little bit, that actually really helps me to be like, this is what I do today. This is what I got on the calendar.
One thing that I'm appreciative about you, Meg, is that you talk about dragging a little bit and that kind of stuff. I don't really hear you complaining a whole lot.
Yeah.
I'm sure other people close to you in your life would say, "Oh, wait a second, Randy, what you don't know." But like, I don't know. You see, like I never really like just where you're negative.
Yeah, I think I try not to be, because I think I know the power of words and reframe that, like, when we speak gratitude and focus on, like, when I don't sleep, there's a huge difference. If I dwell on that all day, I will feel so tired. But if I'm like, I'm just gonna do the best I can, I got enough sleep and we're gonna go with it, and it just makes a difference. So
for me, I know this seems really simple, but you know, we can think about fun in different ways. But I've really enjoyed when I have had time to eat. I've really enjoyed my food being more nutritious. I really am proud of myself for choosing protein and carbohydrates and good fats and those things as part of my meal, rather than just the convenient going out to dinner or, you know, taking a quick hit of sugar or something like that. So
what are you cooking these days?
Oh, it's very simple. Chicken and rice.
Yeah. And you don't get sick of it?
Chicken and rice and an avocado on top.
Nice. I mean, that's
well,
good.
I mean, you know, I for breakfast I generally have the same thing: some egg whites, some yogurt, some whole grain toast, that kind of stuff. But Meg, I will say that, and I say this with all, you know, with all sincerity, like, it's become very easy for me to eat nutritious.
Yeah, nutritiously.
It's become very you're the English teacher.
I know.
Yes.
That sounds right.
It's become very easy because I think my body has just craved it for so long because I haven't really focused on it. So I'm proud of myself for that.
Yeah.
You know, as far as other just typical fun stuff, you know, I'm mindful during this season, this busy season of Midwest Anxiety, from like April till basically I go to Mexico, you know, whenever that is, May 27th, basically till June. So 2 months. This is just a really busy season for lots of different reasons at Midwest Anxiety. And I know that I just during this period I'm not going to have as much fun. And I find some peace and comfort in just having that awareness. I mean, I think there's little times I can have fun and that kind of stuff, but really just being locked in and kind of having my eye on, okay, this is a period where we're going to have to just do a little bit more, has helped me not desire to escape the you know, the busyness, because I know there's purpose to it. There's a reason for it. And I know on the other side of it, Meg, May 27th, there is a trip. There's a trip, and then there's summer on right around the corner. So I always believe, even it doesn't have to necessarily be a trip, but just have something out there on your calendar that you're looking forward to. And it could be a date night, it could be, you know, going to see a movie, it could be whatever. Mount Joy, you got Mount Joy
coming up.
So anyway, Meg, what are we going to give everyone this week to take into this next week? What will it be?
Okay, I'll share. This is something that I've been meditating on that someone told me. I don't even remember who, but it was really good. It was like, your life will be as big as you allow it to be. And I feel like for myself and almost 100% of the patients I sit with, anxiety and fears drive a lot in our decision making. And it's like, so I guess maybe let's all try and take some risks.
Yeah, I love that.
And live life a little bigger.
I love that. And I guess I'm gonna play off that a little bit. I've got a particular client in mind that had a fear, I say had, past tense, a fear of insects, particularly bees. And this time of year it's pretty common because it's getting warm outside and insects come out and all that. he and I had one session, and he's now out rocking it. He's going to all kinds of different places outside and that kind of stuff. And what I talked to him about, which is kind of plays off what you're talking about, is anxiety plays tricks on you, plays tricks on your mind and your body.
Yeah.
And if you're aware that anxiety is playing a trick on you, and you can basically boss back. You can basically say, no, anxiety, I'm not going to listen to you. You're not going to control me. So we talk about externalizing the anxiety a lot and pushing it out. Then you can gain control of yourself. And I think it goes along with, let's just take some risk. Some of us would say calculated risk, but know that as long as your heart's still beating, then you can handle whatever it is in life. And it could be something you're anxious about, something you're sad about, something whatever. As long as your heart's still beating, that you will be able to handle it. And so I'm very proud of this client. He did take some risk, and he did what I asked, which was, hey, go outside for 5 minutes each day and gradually make that time longer. And he did that, and boy, I saw him recently, and he and his parents had just the biggest smile. And I really enjoy that seeing him take control over something that seemed to control him so much. Like in the summertime, he just would not go outside. He would not go outside. And can you imagine as a child in summertime being where you play in the sandbox where all the bugs are and everything else, and be outside, and he just would not go outside because of fear of bugs. And now he's regained that part of his life back. So
amazing. Yeah,
so know that anxiety is going to play a trick on you, and that you're going to listen to it. And you're probably asking, well, Randy, how do I know if it's real, like if it's something I should be alerted to or not? And for kids, I always say, look to your parents. If your parents aren't freaking out, if they're not, getting alarmed, they are your protectors. And if they're not getting alarmed, then you shouldn't either. Then that's anxiety. Yeah. All right. Meg, thanks as always. Again, thank you for changing your schedule around. Meg has been great to work with. She's very, while she's very strong at what she does, she is also agreeable to be flexible and all those things. So thanks, Meg. We'll be back next week for another Real Life. Hope your life this week is real and well, and we'll see you again next week. Bye. All right, Meg reminded me, totally blanked it out, but we wanted to say something.
Happy Easter.
Wait, Meg, on the count of 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Happy Easter. Bye.